Were you here already? Then it's perfect. I was up there and it was too noisy. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Vanika?
Yes.
Vanika or?
Vanika.
Vanika.
Patrick, nice to meet you.
Patrick, nice to meet you too. I'm filming you right now, so I got
perfect.
getting you both. How about right here
Yeah, sure.
on the bench? So are you guys live close by?
Yeah, we're around Richmond.
Oh, nice. You should sit on this side. Sorry, it'll be in the sun, but the light will be a lot better. And then you'll look better on camera. I was up there, I'm meeting Jay after this, Jay Zhang.
Jay Zhang. Oh, okay, yeah.
The one I did the series. No, that's another one.
Okay.
Jay is a Chinese movie actor.
Okay.
On my YouTube,
Yeah.
I have I forget 5 or 6 or 7 part series with him,
Okay.
and we did it at Olympic Village.
Yeah.
And then he wanted to meet in Richmond.
Okay.
So once I discovered this was best for you guys, then I just asked him if we could meet. So right after this, and he suggested in there. But I'm gonna
inside
tell.
Aberdeen.
I was up on top,
Okay.
looking down here,
Yeah.
and they're playing music, and it's darker, and lots of people running around. So
Yeah,
Okay,
makes
yeah.
sense.
okay,
Yeah.
looks good. Yeah, you look great. So Patrick,
Patrick.
Vanika,
Vanika, yeah.
they are boyfriend girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna start by just finding out the past
Okay.
story.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, yeah.
Where were you born? Here in
I
Canada?
was born in Canada, over
Okay.
in Calgary, but then I moved away to Vietnam.
Okay.
And then I grew up over there, and then I came back over here.
You're Vietnamese by ancestry?
I am actually Chinese.
Chinese. Okay. So mom or dad grew up where? Where were they born?
Mom was over from China.
Okay.
Dad was over from Cambodia.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they moved, and then they met in Canada.
Okay.
That's where they get married, and then eventually we went back to Vietnam.
So how long did you live in Vietnam?
Vietnam, I would say 15 years or so.
15 years.
Yeah, 15 or 16 years. Yeah.
So you speak Vietnamese?
Yeah, Vietnamese, Chinese, and English.
Did you know Mamie before?
No.
No. It was just
just
coincidental
through- yeah.
that there's past history together.
Yeah.
So you grew up in Canada, born here, came to Vancouver when?
Came to Vancouver in 2017. I believe it was near the end of 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been like 4 years now.
What brought you to Vancouver?
I would say climate.
The climate?
Yeah.
You
I was
wanted
over-
this weather.
It's a lot
Rain and
better.
all.
Better than the cold.
Okay. And to study, to work, what was life
it was
like?
for study, but then for work now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of work do you do?
Now I'm in wealth management. So we actually have a business together in financial industry.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can cater or serve a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds then.
Yes.
Your own histories and
Yeah.
everyone else.
Yeah.
So you started your own wealth management business, or
Basically,
it's
yeah.
for a company?
So we work for an agency.
Okay.
So we have our own practice now. So we actually have our office over in Richmond.
Okay.
So we do plan to open another 2 more offices, one either downtown Vancouver or over North Burnaby.
Oh.
So that's how we're expanding. We're looking for more people. So that's where we're kind of looking at right now.
And this is, when you say we, it's the company or it's you two,
Both
your
of us.
business?
Yeah, for our business.
Your business?
Yeah, we want to open more locations. So then
Okay.
people don't have to travel too much.
Okay.
So then they can actually go to those locations, easier for them to work at.
So do you now have social media presence for your business?
No.
Nothing.
No, everything is still through word of mouth. I feel like that's more organic in type of business, because that's what I used to do back in Vietnam as well.
Okay.
I used to run like a small importing and exporting business.
Oh.
It wasn't really a business, but it was just by myself and a couple other people.
Oh.
But everything's through word of mouth.
What did you import and export?
Stationaries.
Paper.
Paper, pens, erasers, basically anything for like school stationery.
One of my favorite shows, both the UK and US version, is Office.
Oh, okay,
which is
yeah.
all about paper.
Stationers, yeah. Yeah.
So wealth management, how do we help promote that through this YouTube, and probably a couple YouTubes, because you guys are very interesting.
Yeah, it's very hard because you can't really like help people understand finance because it's a completely different thing. It's trying to say like you're trying to teach grade 12 mathematics to someone who's in grade 1.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like in Canada we're kind of like don't have this support system where people can learn more about finances.
Okay.
They're more just kind of like getting the service from the banks and then they just don't know what they actually have.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say probably the best way is just to like reach out to us.
So I'll put both your contact information on YouTube, and then people can connect with you, and I imagine you do. People that are showing some serious interest, an initial evaluation, and a way of trying to see if it's going to be a fit, something that you can provide them with that will benefit them and also make economic sense to you.
Yeah.
Something along those lines?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay.
So Patrick.
Yeah.
Patrick Truong?
Trung. Yeah.
Trung.
Trung.
Patrick Trung. We've talked about you're born in Canada, parents are Cambodian and Chinese. You spent 15 years in Vietnam.
Yeah.
You had an import-export stationery business, and then somewhere you got into some aspect of wealth management.
Yeah,
the
I was actually
financial
in IT before.
Okay.
And then now I switched over into like wealth management.
Okay.
Yeah, so in IT, one of the biggest thing is to actually help more people because I also did a little teaching the English for non-profit back in Vietnam.
Okay.
So that was very fulfilling. So that's why I wanted to go into technology to actually connect more people together. It's kind of like what Meta is doing right now with like Facebook.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. So you can actually learn English or learn other subjects anywhere around the world.
Okay.
So I kind of had that idea. That's where I wanted to go towards in tech. But then I saw like a bigger opportunity in the financial industry because of my family situation as well.
How so?
I kind of found out like people in Canada, we all live like the American dream. Like I know relatives, I don't really want to say who it is, but they've been here, they lived everything, but they also got into a lot of trouble with debt. And a lot of people don't know how to get out of debt.
Okay.
And then what I kind of actually found out is that if I met them maybe a little bit earlier, they could have still gotten rid of all their debt and still protect all their assets and still have the American dream, but there was no one there who was speaking our language. So like the community work is what I wanted to get into. That's why I thought, you know what, I want to go more into the financial industry to help more community.
When you say community, are you referring to Chinese?
Chinese, Vietnamese, or even just like the underserved market in Canada. I see a lot of people from like different countries and they don't speak the language. It's very funny because one of my very first...
Something you'll have as a legacy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're coming back to how you got into wealth management. Patrick grew up in Canada, was born here, then he went to Vietnam, although his parents are Chinese in Cambodia.
They're actually both Chinese.
Both Chinese?
Both Chinese. It's just they were born in different places. So my dad was actually Chinese.
Okay.
But he was born over in Cambodia, and that was when the Khmer Rouge happened.
Oh,
so the genocide, and then he was running to Vietnam.
Okay.
And that's when he came over to Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Cambodian part is only because that's where they were at the time.
Exactly.
Okay. But why Vietnam? Why did you go to Vietnam?
It's because my parents actually have a business.
Okay.
So they moved back. I don't have a choice. I have to go back with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's why I moved back to Vietnam.
Interesting. Chinese, but spent time in Cambodia, business in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Are they there now?
They're still there now.
In Vietnam?
Still in Vietnam. Still have the business as well.
Okay. I think Vietnam is a future hotspot for opportunity, actually, because of where it's at in the cycles.
Yes.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got into financial services, and then Vanika will come back to you and bounce back and forth a little bit.
Yeah.
But I wanted to come back to this. You had some kind of relationship, people that struggled financially at some point in their life. They had assets and they ended up hurting themselves because it seems there was nobody to help guide them through that process of how to protect things. And the fire truck, let them go.
like a city that never stops.
You knew them, you watched what they were going through.
Yeah.
This caused you to want to get into offering financial services for underserved ethnic communities, anyone.
Basically anyone. It's more about financial literacy. So
Okay.
education, I would still say, is a really big part in me.
Okay.
And then not really seeing it like tackled, especially we're in a first world country, and seeing where we came from a third world country, like back in Vietnam, and now it's kind of booming.
Okay.
I feel like there can be more things that's done in Canada that can actually do good for the world.
Vanika, were you born in India?
Yes.
Okay, where were you born?
I was born in North Side, which is like Chandigarh,
Okay.
and I came in Canada in 2019. I did my studies, I did my MBA, and I got graduated in 2020 December. Yes, and now I'm helping him with the business.
So how did you guys meet?